Hello crafty friends, and welcome to the start of a new series on my channel. In each video of the series I'm going to take a 4x6 inch piece of smooth white card and decorate it with a variety of media. I'm then going to use that decorated panel on a card or two. My hope is that you'll glean some new mixed media techniques and find some interesting card designs that you'd like to try. In each video I'm going to use a UK A6 size piece of card. That's approximately 4x6 inches and it's 300 GSM, so it's quite sturdy cardstock. It's not designed to take lots of water, but it can handle some. For this first piece of card I'm going to do my tried and trusted mixed media recipe, and that starts with smushing. This is Tattered Rose Distress Oxide, a really pale peachy colour, very pretty. And I'm going to do the first S of my 4 S's recipe, smushing, and I'll give that a dry with my hairdryer. And all I've done is put some ink on my glass mat, spritz it with a bit of water to make it runny, and then pick it up with my smusher and smush it on. If you want to know how to make a smusher, there is a video linked below. By drying in between the 2 layers of smushing, I get a bit of depth. I get one layer visible on top of the other layer. And now I'm going to do the second S in my 4S recipe, and that is stenciling. So I've got this grungy typewriter stencil, and I'm going to add Tattered Rose through it. So we're getting another layer of the same colour. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, I want some variation. Now I'm going to bring in another colour, this time again with stenciling, and I've got Salvage Patina, which I think works really well with the Tattered Rose. It gives me Art Deco vibes. And I'm stenciling this chevron pattern in the areas where I didn't put the letter stenciling. Not too heavy. I want to do the third S now, and that is stamping. I've got this indigo blue rubber stamp with some grungy typewriter letters on, so that echoes what's already there. And I'm going to do it in the Salvage Patina over the Salvage Patina stenciling. I'm also going to do a little bit over the other areas, sometimes re-inking, sometimes not, just to get some variation. And finally, the fourth S, I'm going to spatter on some metallic watercolour in teal. That brings in the shimmer and shine that I love, and lots of energy and movement, and it kind of ties everything together. Everything's got a bit of Tattered Rose, everything's got a bit of teal, and I'll let that dry on its own now and use it to make a card or two. So I'm thinking this can go on a 5x7 inch card, and I'm going to use my torn edge dies to cut out a frame. I'm going to cut the large die first, and I've lined it up hopefully so the writing, the stenciling that I did is not too wonky. I'll just hold it in place with some low tack tape. I'm going to warm the tape with my hairdryer just to make it easier to peel off. And now I've got the smaller frame, I've popped that in the middle. Hopefully I'm straight. So I've got this little piece which I could use. We'll set that aside for now, and I've got a torn edge frame that way up. I want to give this a little bit of lift before I put it on my card, so I'm adding 1mm deep foam tape to the back. Even though the tape is sticky, I'm going to add wet glue to the back. It just allows me to wiggle everything into place. It won't stick down prematurely. Now I can pop that on my card blank, right in the middle. This is made from linen textured white card. It's a bit of extra interest from the linen texture. Right, to embellish my frame, I'm going to keep it really simple. I've die cut some leaves out of gold foil cardstock. I'm going to put one big one down here on this corner where that chevron stenciling is, and a medium and a small up in the other corner to create a diagonal design. For my sentiment, I've chosen a fairly short Hello You, which I've cut out with a stitched rectangle die. And I've got my rule of thirds grid here. I could put it on any of those intersections and it would work, I think. But I'm going to put it up here, shuffle it up slightly so it overlaps both of these leaves. This is very uneven, this area. So I've used high-tack white glue and I will put a bit of foam under that end. Just make sure it's on straight with my ruler. And for extra shimmer and shine and a bit more energy and movement, I'm going to use Gold Coast Nouveau drops. These will dry clear, but they've got some tiny bits of gold glitter in them. And these connect the two areas of leaves. So looking at this card now, I think it needs something else, and I'm wondering about a doodly border around the inside of the frame on both edges. I shall go and hunt down a pen and give that a go. But before I do that, let's take this little bit. I've got a panel of linen textured card. I'm going to pop it on the front of this 4x6 inch card blank. And before I do anything else, I'm going to add a doodly black border. Just provides a pop of contrast. And the human eye does love contrast. Maybe a squiggle here and a squiggle here. Some high-tack white glue on the back. And I'm going to put it there, over to the left, on that left-hand line of the grid. I've got this sentiment that says sending hugs. I'm going to put it on that area of the grid, on this third line, in the middle, overlapping my panel. And I'll pop a bit of card under that end to keep it level. And I've got this white die cut from my flowers box, but I'm going to paint it gold, just with my metallic watercolours. I'll give that a dry. I think that works, but I want to back the flower parts with vellum, so I've cut some little bits of vellum, just putting some glue on the back of my flower, and I'll stick the vellum down and then trim it with my scissors. So the vellum is stuck. I'm going to flip it over and use an alcohol marker to colour the back so that the vellum is turquoise. And that will go with the salvage patina that I used. Yeah, I'm liking that. Could put some vellum behind the leaves, but I don't think I'm going to, am I? It's quite fiddly. No. Alright, we'll just tap that in a little bit of glue. Oops, and add that so that the stalk comes onto the sentiment piece, and all three flowers are partially on the background and partially off. I'm thinking a little experiment with the leaf parts. Instead of backing them with vellum, I'm going to flood them with Nouveau Crystal Glaze, which is very similar to Glossy Accents. I'll just give them a little bit of gloss, a bit of dimension. That might just be one of those let's make it unnecessarily complicated steps. And I think that'll do. I think it counts as clean and simple because there's a lot of white space and everything is restrained to this area here. I think this benefited from the black doodly border. So I'm going to risk it on here. This is something you definitely want to do before you add all your embellishments and your Nouveau drops. This is a very fine black gel pen. Yep, I think that's definitely benefited from that line. I think I'm going to add one thicker line just to beef it up a bit. Yep, I think that's what it needed, just that little bit of contrast that separates the foreground from the background. So there we go, one clean and simple, one not quite so clean and simple card from that 4x6 background. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you an idea or two, and I hope to see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.